May have taken 46 10 years, but finally he invited Big Brother to the national party.
Nice.
All right, everybody, welcome back to 1090. I am Andy. This is Todd. Really special two-part review series spotlighting the fabulous work of the Wood series from Maker's Mark out in Loretta, Kentucky. So I'm excited, Todd. We got two brand new limited edition releases that are to drop nationally this month.
Wow.
And all based on one of the most innovative bourbons that has come along in the past decade, and that is the Maker's Mark 46. That's this guy right here, which was the first new addition to the Maker's Mark lineup since 1953.
Man, that's impressive.
So for those of you who know Maker's Mark, it is one of the original distilleries, dates all the way back to the 1800s, I think 1899 when it was Burke's Distillery. Became Maker's Mark in 53 in a little town, Loretta, Kentucky, about an hour shy of Louisville.
All right.
And they're notorious for having a consistent mash bill that has been across the board since their very first innovation of Maker's Mark. And it'll be right up your alley because this is one of those high wheaters, no rye in this. It's 70% corn, 16% wheat, and then 14% malted barley. But Bill Samuels Jr. wanted to do something innovative and pay homage to his father who founded it. And he said, all right, let's play with some staves.
That's awesome.
And let's add them to our traditional Maker's Mark recipe and see if the wood can really enhance the flavor profile. And he sifted through hundreds of different staves.
What that process was.
Oh yeah, and then tasted it hundreds more. And profile, stave profile number 46 was the one that stuck.
That's awesome. 46.
46 was the one that stuck, so hence Maker's Mark 46 was
That's cool. That's a great story.
Yeah, it's really cool, but it's spotlighting the wood characteristics. So we're going to do a two-part series. We're going to do a little vertical first of the Maker's Mark 46, which came out 10 years ago, revolutionary, and Big Brother, which was once only available in the gift shop of the distillery in Loretta, and has now limited release. You can get this nationwide, so grab it while you can. And then last year, the Wood series came out with the RC6, which is another new addition to the stave series, which is fantastic. Limited release. I think they had 266 barrels of that. Wow. And that just led way to the brand new release, the SE4 PR5. This is their first blended bourbon with using the stave. So we haven't even touched that one yet. So we're going to do this first. We're going to put the two limited releases, the 19 and 20 verticals.
Episode 2.
And yeah, it's a night of Maker's Mark goodness.
You got me ready. Let's go.
Can't wait.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Andy, we got the 46 all laid out. Tell us a little bit about each.
All right, so the idea for the 46 was Bill Samuels took 10 French oak staves, and after he emptied the barrels with the Maker's Mark in, he inserted the staves, put the bourbon back in, and aged that again for another 2 or 3 months, I think is what they said, to really try and enhance that flavor profile. The goal was to have a big, bold flavor without some of that bittering that can come from sitting a little bit too long in the wood that some people prefer. So that was his. I think this is aged around 6 years, and it was a hit. I mean, this became the first permanent edition, like I said, in Maker's Mark lineup since 1953. And then after that, for the first time, I'm going to try it with you tonight. This is their Big Brother. This is the Cask Strength that just came out at 109.6 proof. This guy is 94. Not a massive change, but it's going to be really interesting to see what this tastes like, because this was once, like I said, only available in the gift shop. Well, there you go. Let's start with the 46, the original.
Beautiful color to it.
Yeah.
Nose? Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That's sweet. Not much burn on the nose at all.
No.
At all. What are you getting?
There's a little. I get a little heat up front.
Not a lot though. I'm smelling more of the oaky woodiness to this.
You do get a little wood on that. But it is a sweetness. There's a nice sweet nose on that.
I don't know what that sweet is, but it's sweet, and I'm ready to drink it. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of the wood characteristics in that. Very oaky.
But I really, yeah, oaky and sweet. I'm with you on that. I think there's a nice vanilla underlying note there.
Hint of it. Yeah.
And maybe almost like some more of that, like kind of those toffee notes coming through.
Super easy to drink. And you know, this is right up my alley. It's something I would, I'm not a huge high proof yet. It's the right range for me, and nice and sweet.
Well, I like it. It is sweet, but it is it's definitely more complex than your standard Maker's Mark.
Oh, yeah.
And I agree when I think when
like that.
Bill Samuels said he was going for you know, some complexity without bitterness. I mean, there's it's not bitter at all. This is a really very sweet,
nice warming to it now. You had a little bit,
a little baking spice like notes on this thing. This is pretty. I like this.
Yeah.
So
obviously.
All right. Well, yeah. But now, obviously.
Now let's see. So this is
now this is brand new. So this is just this version, Cask Strength. So, and like I said, very, very limited time you can get your hands on this. This is dropping this month. There's not a massive difference in proof here, 109 versus the 94, but sometimes that little bit can make a big difference. The nose isn't crazy heavy, I'll tell you that much.
No.
For 109, I mean, it's a very pleasant nose.
It's not, it doesn't, certainly not, isn't a ton of heat on it.
The alcohol burn is not there.
No. I'm trying to, it doesn't smell terribly different. There is something, maybe it's not as sweet. Could that possibly be?
Yeah, I think some of those sweeter notes were popping more on this. And I think this might, again, because sometimes the bigger, the barrel proof might bring out some additional flavors
There's
and
definitely more
scents you
heat on
hadn't
that,
had before.
actually. Now that I smell it, a little bit heavier.
Well, let's get a sip on this.
Cheers. There's more heat on that.
Yeah,
the mouth feels different too.
That's nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's really pretty. I like the fullness here.
Yeah, that's what I'm tasting. Yeah.
I like the finish. This coats your tongue. It has a nice long lingering finish. This is a little bit, well, obviously not just because of proof, but there's a softness here that I like. There's a sweetness and a softness. It's a very pleasant, easy drink.
Yes.
This, you can tell Big Brother came with a little more
heavier bat.
Yeah, he came with a bigger bat. But I really like this. I love the notes. It's really there's amped up notes, but there's more like some. I get more some wood notes come through a little bit more on this.
Seriously coming through.
The sweetness is toned down.
Yeah, that's definitely the difference here. This is certainly more sweet with the wood undertones, oak undertones. This is the oak wood is up and the sweetness is down. Certainly a hotter finish. Yeah, I think right.
It's not like the crazy cinnamon notes you can get sometimes in the barrel proofs.
It's like we said this was warming. This is even more warming.
But this, maybe some more like amped up baking spice notes than stuff like this. Is really pretty though. I really like this a lot. All
right, so let's.
Well, tell me, what was the favorite of the two? Like if you had to take a bottle, I know you like sometimes the softer, sweeter notes, but I really liked the. I like the Cask.
Let me go with one more.
Take another little side by side.
Not much left of this one.
Remember, we still got the other two left.
That's right. All right, so here's what I'm saying. I think I prefer, and it's because of where I'm in my sort of bourbon journey, I'm immediately drawn to something that's more easy of a sipper, and certainly 46 is an easier sipper. This is much more complex. If I was going to drink something, just straight, honestly, I would probably say the 46, just because it's such an easier drink.
I think for an easy sipper, I go with you on that. The 46 is and it's honestly, it's a really nice bourbon. It hits all the right notes.
But this is certainly more complex and just amped up. And so if you're into that, this is certainly more quality whiskey.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's just like I said, same one. Just toned. This is toned down just a touch. This is beautiful. I really like this. I hope they make it more than just a limited release, because I would go after this any day of the week.
Let's rate it.
All right, 46.
46 for me out of the 5-barrel system. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely in the 4s for me because I would drink this again in a heartbeat. I'm going to go with a good 4.25. I'll go a 4 on the 46, and I'll go 4.25 on the Cask Strength. You know, I would say it's a 4.25 too. Like, I love the difference that you're tasting here. All right, so I'm equally going to give them 4.25. I would just say because of where I am, I would drink this first because it's easier for me to drink by a tab. But now that I'm drinking a little bit, this is quite good too. It's meant to be sipped on. Yeah, equally, really nice. This is so. If you guys have had either of these,
comment below. Let us know because these both fantastic pours. And stay tuned. Link below. Right after this, go check out the new limited edition 2020 version that just came out of their wood finishing series. We got the 19 versus the 20. That's gonna be a ton of fun. So until next time, if you like what you see from 21090, please click that subscribe button and hit that little bell in the corner to let you know every time we got a new video. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Untapped. We are live every Tuesday night with our top 10 with 210.
Whiskey of the week.
We do a whiskey of the week every week, and I think this week maybe we'll make.
I think we should.
Yeah, maybe Maker's Mark will be up there. Who knows?
Believe. Yeah, why not?
But
oh, and also if you really like this video, there's a little applause feature you might see. So do a beta test. Hit that. Let us know you liked it a little bit more.
Help support the channel, and YouTube's testing out. We're happy to be selected. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. And we'll also leave you one more link, little plug. We do have our merch page up. Pretty cool. So
memberships too.
Grab yourself some 21090 swag. We're growing, man.
We're growing. We're trying.
We're loving it. We're branching into whiskey and beer and all kinds of fun stuff. So until next time, which will be very soon.
Go see episode 2. Cheers. Well, I finished the Cask Strength before I did the other one.